guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I will be ranking Diary of a Wimpy books. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to be ranking, wait, let me see. Let's start off classic with the first book. The first book, Your Diary of a Wimpy Kid, no real title, it's just called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, as the series is called. So, I'm going to put this in S because I feel like it was just so authentic and, fresh ideas. A lot of people don't agree with that, but I really don't care. So, next is The Getaway. I feel like The Getaway was really good because it was, the first time they actually got out of the house. But, again, I'm going to have to put The Getaway in A because it just doesn't stand a chance against some of the other books on this list. That's why The Getaway is getting an A. Oh my god, why did I have to delete that? I know you guys can't hear me, but whatever. So, A. Now, next book is going to be The Deep End. The Deep End, I don't know why, but I loved this book. I don't know why, but it is S tier for me. It's just another time to get out of the house, and it's so exciting because a lot of chaotic stuff happens, and I like chaotic in this book. I feel like it was very, poured out very nicely, it was very done nicely. Next, I'm gonna do A Big Shot. It's more the recent one. This is more recent than most of them. Big Shot, I think I liked it, but again, him being trying to eat healthy and trying to work out, trying to become invested in sports. He ends up joining a sports team, and I feel like it just seems very, very boring. So that's why it's going in A. But I like the idea of it, so that's why it's not in B tier. Okay. Next, we have No Brainer. This one is actually the second newest one, No Brainer. I feel like there was too much going on in this book, just too much. And that's really all I have to say about it. There was too much going on in this book that it was too much to keep track of. Like him moving schools, everything like that. The Last Straw. I think The Last Straw could have been better, because it isn't great, and that's why it's going in B, because there's an idea of Frank trying to make him be better, get more active, but I feel like the book just falls behind in that, and I don't think it was that great. Next of all, we have bum. Oh, just wait a minute, my computer is lagging out. Yeah, but really, The Last Straw, I didn't have much to say about it. Next is Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever, I don't know why. I loved it. It was top notch. But, I loved it at the beginning, but then it started to fall behind, which is unspectacular, but it started to fall behind because I liked the idea of it being wintertime and everything, but then the book just fell behind. It left us excited, oh my god, what's gonna happen? But then nothing ever actually happened. A very unpopular opinion, but I don't think it's that great. Sorry guys, that was very necessary. Next, I have Ugly Truth. Ugly Truth I didn't love because it's all about Greg finding out the ugly truth. His friend has a girlfriend, and it's basically about him growing up and still trying to get a feel of middle school, but I did not like it. Hard luck. This one's a classic. It's great. I really have nothing to say about it. It has so many storylines, but it all comes back to that main base goal about him and his family and his situation with his best friend. Yeah, I feel like it has a lot of them, just like the No Brainer. But No Brainer, it didn't really like exit out very well. There was too much stuff and it wasn't connected. But there was lots of stuff in this book and it connected. So that's why it's going in S tier. Hot Mess. I was like, so excited for this book. It was so engaging at the beginning, but then it started to fall behind. Like, I feel like they were stuck at the lighthouse for like 80 pages. And the thing is, they weren't even doing anything exciting. They were waiting in line. Like, this is why it's going in C. Could have been a great book. But they just sat at the lighthouse. And it's boring. So, the third wheel, I feel like this is a good book, but this is really just my opinion. I didn't like it because it was mostly based on like him going to a dance, him like being the third wheel of his best friend's girlfriend, Abigail. I just didn't like it. It falls behind me. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Greg in that situation, but again, these books are for my amusement and not for my feelings. Next up, we have Double Down. Double Down, I feel like this could have been way better if they stuck with the end idea. Like, at the end, like, maybe 50-ish pages, they make it about Greg and Rowley making a movie. And I feel like if they like, kept the whole book about that, it would have been way, way better. But they just didn't. And that's why it's going to have to fall behind next to The Hot Mess. Next is Old School. Old School is like a pretty mid book because I didn't like how they were going electronic free. My battery's dead. But I didn't like how they were going electronic free. It just wasn't appealing to me. That's why it's also going in C tier. And a lot of people might say, oh my god, this book is actually so good. What is this girl on? I don't care. I really don't. But thanks for the opinion. Roderick Rules. It's like S tier. It gives us a first look of Roderick as who he is in this, as a character, because it's the second book of the series, and it's just so authentic as the first one that if it doesn't deserve to go to S tier, I might blow my mind out. But that's besides the point. Yeah, but this book was spectacular on and off. It was great. Next, we have The Meltdown. Meltdown, I feel like it was a good book, but I kind of got bored when they had that big snowball fight at the end. I mean, yeah, that's what's just going. I don't have much to say. The Long Haul, it was great. I mean, it's an A because it wasn't excellent, blow my mind off, but I liked the idea that they were getting out of the house again. And I just seem to really like that. Wrecking Ball, they're getting their house renovated, everybody's discussing, everybody's fighting, and then their house gets hit by Wrecking Ball at the end. I feel like the end kind of unhinged me. But you know why I really like this book? Is because it's related to The Deep End, which is literally probably my most favorite book of all of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. But Wrecking Ball, it isn't as great as The Deep End, which is why it's going in A tier and not S. Okay, next we have, drum roll please, Dog Days. Dog Days. It was cool to see what Greg does in the summer. I know we were all wondering, but it wasn't great. It was great, but it wasn't good. Big Shaw and Diaper Overload are more of the newest books, but I already did Big Shot and I accidentally did Big Shot again. Well, Diaper Overload is Roderick again, but this is more like of him being in the band, which I really liked Greg being in the band at the end, and it was fun to see how his band plays off. But again, because this is about Roderick, and I thought it would be, but it's not that bad, so that's why it's going in A. And I'm doing this book really again, and I actually added another one, so thanks, bye, thanks for watching.